Hello and welcome to Dream Car Garage. I'm in Chester right now, and right now I'm at the Halliwell Jones BMW showroom. The missus is doing a bit of shopping, so I thought I'd come in and check out the showroom, have a look at a few cars, kill some time. Just going to go in now, see what these guys are like, have a look around. Okay, here we have a BMW i8. This is a dramatic looking car. It's got the creases. This thing seems otherworldly. Look inside. Ooh. It's got a really classy, simple looking interior, but really well done. How do I flip it forward for the back seats? I don't know how you flip it forward. How do I access the back seats? It's not there, it's not there. I'm trying to think, was the lever to flick the seats forward? I can't see where the lever is. Ah, is it there? Ah, here we go. The lever is at the top back of the chair. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to see if I can physically fit in the back of the i8. No. No. No, I can't physically fit in the back of there. Maybe the seats went forward a bit more. Let's see if the seats can go forward. Well, they're not on. So as it is, no, I can't fit in the back of there. If you look to see here, see how much space is behind that seat. I don't think any other full-size adults fit in there either. Let's look around the front. This is a really dramatic looking vehicle. This Tesla, this is how you do. This is what an electric hybrid, well, an electric supercar should look like. What size wheels are these? These are 20 inches. Give you an idea. They come up to about halfway down my thigh. Absolutely stunning. Let's have a look inside. Okay, I'm inside the i8 now. Man, this is a sweet place to be. It feels comfortable. It's a nice, simple design. I flip the camera forward. It's got a really nice, simple architecture where everything feels really strongly put together. Materials wise, I'm just touching everything here. Everything feels nice and solid. Decent quality plastics. Nothing scrabbly. Plastics on the side here, a little bit scrabbly, but you get a bit carried away with that. Everything you see or you come in contact with, it feels like, I don't even know if it's real leather or not, but it feels very nicely done. This thing feels completely, totally modern, but yet still quite comfortable. Let me see if we can put the door down. Now I'm in it. Doesn't feel massive space. It feels like a BMW, which is nice. That's what I mean. It feels nice and comfortable. I fit in here well. This is a lovely thing. Let's have a drive of this. Okay, David, stop dreaming. This isn't going to become a dream car garage car for about 20 years, if it ever will. Somehow I doubt if this car will ever be, BMW 3 Series money. I think it will remain the kind of car that will remain expensive forever. But a beautiful thing nonetheless, maybe. I'll have a chat with them, see if I can get a test drive, see what it's like. Sometimes when you read these reviews, they've got journalists doing it, and nothing against journalists obviously, but being a journalist, I guess they've driven so many cars, it can be a bit blasé, whereas me, I'm just buzzing. So I can give you the layman's view of what a car's like to drive. But even so, right now we're just going to have a quick look around the rest of the showroom. So far, so sweet. I'll tell you what, this sill here is a really big sill, and it's surprisingly difficult to get out of. So you can't get in and out of that car very comfortably. That sill there, it's massive, really tricky to get out of. But once you're in, once you get out, it's sweet. Let's see what else I've got. Now I want to have a look inside that X6, but it's sold, so it's locked. So let's see what else we can have a look at. Here we have BMW X5. This one's also sold. The interesting thing with the X5, it's only very subtly evolved over the last few years since when it came out in the earlier part of the noughties. They've just evolved it very, very slowly. You know, sort of front's nicely done. This one's got a bit of carbon fibre on it. Again, these look like 20-inch, what are they? 21-inch wheels. I mean, these things are never designed to plough across no field. BMW X550 M50 diesel. So if I'm not mistaken, it's a 3-litre tri-turbo. I think that kicks out close to 300 bhp. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, usual BMW fare. Let's have a see. Bit dark and somber, but obviously you can have a different colour. Nicely laid out, nice and comfortable. Let's see what the back's like. Okay, that's the back of the BMW now. And my arms stretch right out across, and then I'm only halfway across the third seat. I'm going to sit in the middle, see what that's like. Now the front seats are really far back. I think they're in a full far back position, and as you can see, being in full far back position, my knees are touching, but you'd have to be like 7 feet tall for that to be the case. So I'm in the middle seat, fairly comfortable. It's got fairly flat floor. It's got heater controls and stuff at the back. Yeah, relatively comfortable place to be. It's quite wide. Nice comfortable space. Let's flip the camera around. It's worth mentioning at this point, all the filming for DCG1 now is now done on my mobile phone. I use a Huawei, amazing phones. I do my video and my editing all on the same phone. It's that this phone's actually more powerful than the laptop I used to use. Alright, X5, nothing's radically changed. Let's move on to something else. Okay, let me see if anything really grabs my interest. Another X6, that's a bit boring. There's something a bit interesting in here. Let's have a look around. Anything catch my eye here? Looks like a 6 Series. 640. 4-door. In a really dark blue. All the BMW interiors look kind of the same. They're nice, must be said, but well, I don't know. Everything looks a bit samey. This think the BMW, let's get inside. It is comfortable, very snug. That line there, very familiar, going across all of them now. We even saw that sort of diagonal line on the i8. The screen here, that's massive. Kind of hard to get the scale. That's my hand, full span of my hand. And there's still a half a span besides. Let's go on. Get a bit of light in here. I mean, it's a nice place to be. Especially in this cream, it feels very luxurious. The console. Open this. It's not massively deep. Hey, you've got a bit of light on there. It's in the console. What else we got? Little space for cigarette lighter, iDrive. This feels nice and strong. This looks like in the back. Alright, that's surprising. Some light back on here. That's cool. Directional lights, so you can change the direction of them, which is kind of cool. So I got another one on me for now, give it a bit more lighter. So I'm now sat in the back of the 6 Series, and wow, it's got a surprising amount of room. I mean, I'm in the back, as you see. Oh yeah, I'm okay. So the amount I've got like about a good 4 or 5 inches worth of knee room in the back of here. It is strictly 2-seater. I'll show you what I mean by that. So there's my hand and the seat in front, and that's easily my driving position. I'm say about 5'10". Strictly 2-seater, but a very comfortable 2-seater. Center console, armrest. I can come down. Nice. I think in terms of what it looks like, it's not a massively dramatic shape. Look around. Not a massively dramatic shape. Looking forward to see how this one evolves. Right, I'm on the hunt for something interesting. So what we've got here, is that a 4 Series. This is the user proof section. So what have we got? So we've got some figures. New car price is 41,000. Their price 28,000. Save 12 grand. It's not quite dream car garage money, but we'll get there, I'm sure. 430. I like the 4 Series. I think it's a handsome car. Although I think the best looking coupe, not one of them, is the E46 3 Series with an MTEC kit. This looks like on the inside. Little shine. Electric seats, nice touch. Jump inside. Ooh, oh, this feels a lot comfier. I think it's the padding on the seats. Okay, electric seats. This is the 4 Series of 430. Looks like a 4-seater. Yeah, strict 4-seater. Looking around. Again, it's very BMW, the same diagonal theme there. Good to see a manual. Good to see a good manual, I like a good manual. I love car interiors. I think I like them so much because the majority of the time you spend in the car, it's in the interior. And yet, when you see car reviews, you never really get to see the interior that much. Let's have a better look at this one. Let's have a better look look at this one. Let's take the seat forward, get a look at the back seats. A little bit dark, but you can still get an area there. Let's see what it's like to sit in the back. Now what's not so cool is that the seats don't seem to automatically slide forward in order to allow people to get in, which is a bit disappointing. So it's hard to get in, but let me see. Well, I'm still relatively young, so this, right, so this is more or less in my driving position. Let's see if we can get a bit of light back here. Let's get a bit of light here. So we're now, it's pretty tight. There's my knees and there's the front seat. So not a massive amount of room. Maybe the seats could slide forward to be slightly more in my position. But if you're about 5'10", 5'11", as I am, and you wanted to sit in the back, kind of convenient. The seats are kind of cut away, which gives a bit more space for my knees, but it's not what you call comfortable, to be honest with you. The cutaway does significantly help. It is a strict 4-seater. You could get adults in the back here, but you probably wouldn't want to travel for a long time. But you would be able to get out in style. Oh, something else that's probably worth noting. There's not better any grab handles to allow me to physically get out of the back. So how someone's supposed to get out of the back, I'm not entirely sure, which is a bit weird. Normally there'd be a grab handle there or something. Otherwise, how much are you to get out of the back? This is very, very uncomfortable getting out of the back of here. I'm gonna have to turn the camera off to do that. Disappointing. Oh, yeah. Yep, managed to get myself out the back of there, but I'll be honest with you, that's really hard work. Let's see what else I got. Alright, going into the use the proof section. Let's see what's the most interesting car they've got here. What's the biggest Sadie we can find? Crazy. Okay, this car started life off at £75,000. And how old is it? Can't hard tell how old it is, but in just I would imagine a couple of years. It's dropped from 75 to £43,000. Unbelievable. It's just like the one we saw before. Let's see what else we can find. What else can we find in here? It's like being in a sweet shop. 420 coupe. Beautiful. Manual. Nice to see.
Do you love me, Matthew?
I do.
Honestly?
Yes. Secretly, but honestly.
No more secrets.
Nice. I've got a bonus on together. Here we have 6 Series convertible. Let's see what kind of savings we've got on this. Started life off at £78,000. Now just a couple of years, 45 grand. Cars aren't really investments. I think this is, what is it, 2018? That can't be right. It's lost 30 grand in 1 year. That's unbelievable. Are you kidding me? This car's lost 32 grand in 1 year. Man. Dream Car Garage. That's why I love it so much. If you're a true Dream Car Garage fan, what you'll do, you'll wait until this car drops another 30 grand and pick up for a bargain. That's how we work. pretty thing. This goes to show when people are buying these things, they're not buying these things because of really what they are. It's status. And once the novelty of brand new status is gone, it's just ridiculous how quickly the price plummets. 75 grand, 45 in less than a year. How on earth is that possible? I don't even know. Right, what else we got? I'll say boring. Anything not boring. I do like me a good estate. It's only a 320. But I do like a good estate. Z4. I like me a Z4. Let's see what a Z4 is like. I can't tell what engine it is just by looking at it. That's what it says on the side. Z4, let's see what you're like. Okay, in the Z4, it's not a sport version, so the seats are quite flat. I'll tip the camera around and show you a better view. Feels fairly comfortable, but you are sliding around quite a bit. The quality of the leather doesn't seem that high. In general though, seems fairly well built. It's not a natural sat nav, bit of storage in front. Seems a fairly low spec one. I'll show what I mean about the seats. The flat anchor seats. Alright, let's see what else we can find. There's something other interesting stuff that we got in here. 420, seen them. 530, nice. Now that's a David car. I like a big estate. Something about a big, powerful estate. Look around the outside. There's 5 Series. Don't have a sit inside. It's got a nice solid proportion to it. This is a massive sell for BMW, the 5 Series. It's been a legend for decades. Let's see if I've got it right. Looking interior first of all. Oh, this is pretty. This level of detailing on these seats. It must be a very high spec one on the others. Detailing, stitching. See what it looks like in the back. A bit dark in here. Sit in the back first of all. Oh, this has got shed loads of space. Look at that. So let's try the middle seat. And the middle seat's got this big thing in the middle here. But even so, no, not particularly comfortable, this middle seat. You sit quite high. This middle bench part is a bit solid, so it's got a nice shape for 2. For the third person, not so comfortable in the middle. Surprisingly so, actually. It's this middle part here, the middle seat, is surprisingly uncomfortable. Normally when you hear guys say, there's one is a big hump in the middle of the floor, which got nothing transmission tone, but the rear seat, the middle one, that's really hard. So it's like they've really gone all out to put the effort into 2 individual seats, but the middle seat, there's not a lot of thought gone into that one. So the 2 outer ones are nicely sculptured, but the middle one's not so comfortable. Look at the front. Now looking at the interior, I love the interior. I mean, it's nice, but no, once you've been in one, they all seem a bit samey. I get it, you know, the corporate ID's got to follow through. Nice touching here, it's like a contrasting light thing with a light button underneath. That's very classic, like ambient lighting. I quite like that. Some nice touches, but does all seem a bit samey. Something about the older BMWs which, I don't know, seem to have a bit more character to them. I'm just saying that because you can't afford a new one. That could be the case. But even so, something about them, a bit samey. Anyway, let's have a look in the boot. Okay. Now this boot's massive. Now you're talking. Here we have a 435 diesel. I like a 435 because you got a massive, super powerful diesel engine, reasonable economy. That must be kicking out close to 280 bhp. That's a pretty looking thing. In a really interesting colour, sort of like a darker matte grey. It's not matte grey, it's sort of a dark, flat grey, but with high gloss. It's quite nice. A very German thing now. I quite like the idea of this very striking car, but in a very subtle colour. Let's see what the price is on this one. Right folks, time to guess. How much is this car new and how much is it now? Bear in mind it's 2018. Let's have a look. So new, this car was 65,000 and now it's been offered at 53,000. Okay, the final car to have a look at is a new 7 Series. I don't think I've seen one of those in real life actually. Let's take it in. Now, with these new series of BMWs, they all kind of look like slightly bigger and slightly smaller versions of the same thing. So, this 7 Series, the way they proportioned it, looks very similar to a 5, which in turn looks very similar to a 3. So when you come up close, you realise the scale of this thing. Some nice touches with the chrome across the side there. The tailpipe's nicely done. Let's go a bit closer now. The thing with BMW is all about luxury on the inside, so let's go straight to the back seat. Okay. Welcome, El Presidente. This car has got to perform well in the back. Looks wise, opulent, a little bit of quilting. Interesting. You've got seat controls at the back there, what you'd expect. Okay, I'm inside. Nice and comfortable. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, this quilting thing at the back. This thing here, that is really comfortable. That little extra pad thing, that is surprisingly comfortable. It's a nice touch. You've got coated leather. That little pillow thing at the back, nicely done. The seats, they can tilt backwards so you can lie back. This is actually extremely comfortable. You can have a decent sleep in this. So now I'm in fully reclined position. The front seat's probably quite far forwards because it's right on my knees and I'm not massive. But imagine if that's in a regular driving position. What else have we got here? Got a bit of slightly pointless, this feels. You've got a thing at the back of the seat. I'm not quite sure what this is. This is just aesthetic. But it seems like a lot of... It seems like it should do something. It seems like it should be practical. Maybe a tray or something, but it's not. Anything else around here that's interesting? Standard electrics. Let's go in the front, see what that's like. So, very comfortable in the rear. Seats can recline. Not exactly lying down, but... So look in the front. That kind of highlight lights up, it's quite a nice touch. Yeah, which is surprising actually. What is surprising is that the back seat... One second. What's a bit surprising is that the back seat was set to... Well, the front seat's set to pretty much my driving position. And I'm just over 5'10", maybe a bit under 6 foot. And what's interesting is that my knees were pretty much on the front seat, which is bizarre because it's a 7 Series. That's a real surprise. I mean, I did recline it a little bit, but my feet were touching, almost touching the seat in front, which is surprising because on the 5 Series I had more space in the 5 Series than did in the 7. So for a car that's designed to carry people in particular, that's a little bit surprising. Let's look at the fascia. Nice big screen there. I mean, once you've been in one decently spec BMW, they all seem very much the same. There's nothing that's in here that seems to separate or make the 7 more special than the 5 or the 3. I'm not quite sure what they can do with the interior, but it doesn't seem that much more luxurious. Also doesn't seem that much more spacious. So maybe it's got to be all about the drive. Alright, let's make our way out. So, just stepping back out again now. One thing I haven't seen so far, I've not managed to see any of the M cars, which is a bit disappointing. But I think if I look around, I think I've spotted one. Spotted an M car. So I went through the whole BMW showroom. There wasn't one M car on the inside, but there are a few on the outside. I see 2 now. I don't know if these are customer cars or not. So, with the 2018, I quite like the one in gold actually. I think actually the spoiler is quite nice. I think that could be someone's, because it's not got any details on it. It's got a steering wheel lock. A brace of M3s.